So third one is, after doing these two things, one has to go for the Gandusha or the Kavala Graha. Gandusha is nothing but the gargling. In Gandusha, different medical medicines or herbs are used in a decoction form, and that is boiled and kept ready. And in lukewarm state only, you have to put hole in your mouth and do the gargling on all the side, and it should be held for some 10 to 15 minutes, and then it is to be spitted out. And Kavala Graha is somewhat different. That is nothing but you can do alternately, or two times, one Gandusha and one Kavala also, for getting good results. Kavala is done by medicated oils. So it is not taking mouthful thing. You can take only some amount, some 10 ml or 15 ml, and you have to churn it, or you have to move it in all directions of your mouth, and then that is to be spit out. This should be lukewarm in nature. It's not very cool or even not very hot, but lukewarm oil is to be taken. Generally, Arimeda Thailam, a preparation is available, or Ksheerabala Thailam, another preparation available in the market. This is to be taken. So for Gandusha, Triphala Kashayam or Nimbadi Kashayam, by name, these two things are available. Or any Yashti Madhu or Triphala or Haridra. Haridra means that turmeric. That also we can take up and do the Gandusha. So picturally, it is shown. She is doing Gandusha, but mouthful of that is taken in, and that is held for some time, and after that one has to spit it out. So another interesting thing that is Ayurveda actually says that one should take up Dhumrapana. Dhumrapana, is it smoking? No, it is not smoking. It is not tobacco smoking, but it is a pipe smoking. But here, what the material that is used is not tobacco, not habit forming, not the narcotic or any drug or anything like that. But it is made from various good medicines, and that is made like a stick, that is called Varti. A stick is made, and that is kept in the cigars, that pipe smoking, you might have seen, but I'm going to show you. So these are the Tulasi, Lavanga, St. Madhu. They are not harmful things. Haridra, Posta, Tendu, Dalchini, and Ajwain. These things are to be mixed up and made like a stick or a worthy like thing, or a capsule like thing, and that should be lightened up, and that should be kept in the cigar. This is cigar. So on the top here you'll put that worthy, and you light it up. Then the smoke slowly coming. This will be passing through this water also. So any harmful things are there, they will be dissolved, and from here it comes out, and one has to take here. So this is generally taken by mouth, and sometimes it is indicated to take by nose also. So there are three types: Prayogic, Snehik, and Vairachinic. The Snehik and Vairachinic are the different, made from the different material, and they are actually, as a treatment they are given generally, but Prayogic is to be taken daily. And this doesn't mean that any time one can take. It's not like that. It's only 3 or 4 times one has to take from the 8 important periods. It's not daily go on taking that and be under it. It's not like that. Only after bath, or after intake of food, or after certain massage and other things, one has to take these. So there is eight times which are actually indicated. Among the eight, we can choose one or two or three, not more than that. So that is about the Dhumrapana. And now we are seeing that the next is Nashya Karma. This is another important indriya organ of sense, where we have the sense of smell that is there. So medicated oils are to be actually administered as instincts, one or two drops or three drops. So uh, there is also Nasakarma, which is therapeutic Nasakarma. That means which is done by the physician under his supervision. That is Hiro Virachana. That means maximum drops and maximum irritative medicines are applied, and whatever the kapha is there, that is actually taken out as a treatment of various upper respiratory tract diseases. That is actually done. That is a therapeutic Nasakarma, one among the Panchakarma. But this is daily to use Nasakarma as a dinacharya. It's a simple any Shed Bindu Thailam or Pinasa Thailam, that is available drops, or nothing is available, we can take Dhrutam, that is ghee, and two or three drops each nostril. In the morning you have to apply and rest for some time, and then get up and do other things as usual. So that will give very good passage to the air, and it cleans the nose, and your smell sensation also increases, and it is very good for the all the sinuses and all the disorders of the upper respiratory tract. So you see, with a specific uh, applicator that is being applied. So the nostrils should be seeing actually to the roof. The head is totally turned, but not many things are applied. Only two or three drops. That much is enough for this. And likewise, the other our important organ of hearing, that is also important. Karna. Karna is ear, and to improve your ear capacity, to clean it and have a good passage, all those things we have to apply oil in the ears. But individuals who got problems like ear or discharge from the ear, or swelling in and around the ear, and having some ear problems, they should not do this as routine, but they can take a remedy which can be applied under the advice of the physician. But generally, when everything is okay, we can take only just Tilatailam, or there is also Shara Thailam, and different medicated oils are also available that are to be used. And that is also only 3 or 4 drops in each year. And that will give us good cleaning and good hearing capacity also. So this is how it's being instilled in the ears, both sides. And after that, Abhyangana. That is another ritual. Daily one has to do. The Abhyangana means oil massage. It is applied on overall body, not only body, your head, even on soles, on foot, everywhere you can apply oil, and little bit massage is to be done. So this ritual should be continued for 10 to 15 minutes, or even half an hour. Also, you can apply the oil overall the body. As a daily routine, you can minimize, and at least 10 to 15 minutes you can daily do this. And particularly oil, tilatailam, that is simple gingerly oil is enough. Or if medicated oil is required, Chirabala Thailam or Dhanvantar Thailam, or many preparations with gingerly oil are available, those can be applied. And one has to apply self himself, and because uh, always it may not be assisted, so we can apply ourselves, and particularly over the limbs and over the forehead and the head, and even on the sweet, and on your souls. So this is called oil abhyangana, and particularly for hates, if Tiratailam makes some uh, sticky substance, it will be, so we can use here the coconut oil based on other medicines also. So that is being done by others, but this much Abhyangana is daily is not required. Only you can apply and do some massage yourself. So that is so on foot, on legs, and everywhere the oil is being applied, mm, and even on the head. What it does, actually applying oil, what happens there, you can see that it actually oils are they are controlling the vata system, the neuronal system which we have discussed, that will be under control. That means that will be in the samahavastha, and thereby the neurological, the musculoskeletal problems will be minimized, and they will not occur also. And it retards aging because your skin is very smooth, and circulation is increased, so it retards the aging, overcomes the fatigue. If you, I am very much weak after work, that will be going, fatigueness will be going. It improves vision, and it nourishes skin. It helps in longevity. It induces good sleep. Even after that, you will get sleep in the night, and it is improving your physique also. So for all these properties, we can go for the Abhyangana daily, uh, and this should be actually done after this. One has to go for the bath, or one has to go for the hot fermentation. That means a hot water bath is to be taken. So that will give very good result after this. But the other Abhyangana or the therapeutic Abhyanganas are there, or massages are there. They are Panchakarma, they come under Panchakarma. And people who are suffering from kapha buddhi, that means already they are very much cold, and other kaphas problems are there. Even they not have good digestion. Those people should avoid this Abhyangana in the morning. And after Abhyangana, one person has to take up the exercise. Exercise is a important and part and parcel of your daily routine. Every person needs to take up exercise. But there is exercise, there are certain rules and regulations. One should do the exercise till he gets sweat on the forehead. That is important. So how much you should do the exercise? Your capacity will be, suppose your capacity is to run for half an hour, but you have to take up as a routine. We are not for the athletics, or we are not preparing for some sport and games. Then that is for general purpose. You have to do off the way. That means off of your capacity. You have to do the exercise. Ardha balam. Ardha balam means if a person takes dips for 100 or 200 at a time, he has to take only 100. So if he runs 1 kilometer unstopped, then he has to run only half kilometer. So that is half of his tolerance. One has to work up, and one has to do the exercise. And in all other seasons, limited regular exercises. But in Hemanta, Shishira, and Vasanta, this is the Shishira. Hemant was the starting of winter. Now the second winter is there, and Vasanta is spring. So till then, one can do the full. That means half of his tolerance, the exercise have to be done. But in other seasons, only little exercise is good for health, and that too, like summer and rainy season and Sharad Ritu, some little exercise, or the exercise which one is practicing daily, that much he has to do. So that is the rules of exercise. One has to take the exercise. And as you know, the properties, body will become lighter. It will make body efficient and undertake big and heavy tasks. It causes increase in digestive power. It wanes the fat. That's what everybody knows. It shapes the body and would give full contouredness. So, though particularly people who are suffering from Vata Pitta Vyadhis, that means the neurological problems or the indigestion problems, and the kids, very small kids, as well as very old people who are suffering from Ajirna, people whose digestion is not good, those people, they should avoid the exercise. So other simple methods, Chankramanam. Chankramanam is nothing but walking, brisk walking or general walking in open place. Plavanam, that is swimming. Yoga asanas, the different yogic activities we can take up. Surya Namaskaras are a method of yogic exercise in which a batch of yogic postures you have to do in a rhythm, one after the other. A batch of postures, yoga asanas, are to be undertaken. So that will also give very good result. And instead of doing heavy exercise, one of these type of exercise we can choose. So here a pictoric show of Surya Namaskaras, the 12 steps. So number 1 and number 12 is same. Only 7 is Cobra pose and 6 is Ashtanga Namaskar. All these 5 are one and same. Only right and left will be changing. So after going through a proper guidance and advice of some yoga, then one can take up these things. And these are the simple exercises. Already, if you are having any acquaintance with this exercise, that can be also taken up. Halasana. So that is about exercise. So in our ritual, exercise is also an important point, daily ritual. Then you have to do the Udvartanam. Udvartanam is nothing but rubbing the body with a solid thing, or that means some powders, medicated powders, or powder that will be cleaning the body. The and that is some floor of some dals and some Manjista and Ashwagandha and the Yashti Madhu powders put together, and they are massaged. They are actually rubbed on the body. But here the rubbing will be in the opposite side. That means not from head to toe, but in the opposite direction, from down to upwards. One has to massage the body on the leg and both the extremities and on the your abdomen and on the back also, and neck and even on face also one can apply this one, and that should be kept for something. It is very good for cleaning the skin. It reduces the kapha dosha, and even it reduces the fat also. And particularly for obese people, there are certain type of udvartana which are actually clinical, or which are therapeutic udvartanas are also available. And if that is applied in a specific fashion, the fat reduction is also seen. But as a routine, as a daily ritual, we can apply, we can get ready these powders, and that should be applied before you take a bath. So Abhyangana, and after that Udvartana, then can take Abhyangana, some exercise, then some Udvartana, and then Snanam. As I told you that Udvartanam is as a treatment is also done for excess fat, and it is to maintain the obesity, to reduce the obesity and rejuvenation. So this is Ayurvedic therapy where the Panchakarmas are being done in that condition, that will be done. So this is a picture showing that Udvartan powder is in, and that is massaged in opposite direction. Here, that is in the back. And after this, you did all the Pancha Jnanendriyas, that the organ of sense are clean, the mouth is clean, and then you applied oil, and oil bath is done, and then some Udvartana is done, and lastly you have to go for this Snanam, so bathing. There are what are the principles and how one should take a bath. It's not just bath means pour some water. It is a regular activity, and it should be taken in under certain conditions. So conditions apply. Bathing means here also some conditions will apply. So water should be warm. It's not cold water bath or very hot. Warm means it is middle. It's not very hot. Hot water should not be taken, and cold water also is not indicated. And if the bath is above head, that means Tarasnanam. If you are doing above head, the total body bath, then it should not be warm. Even warm also is not indicated for head bath. So from the neck and downwards, we can take warm water bath for the head, and only cold or lukewarm water. The room temperature equaling water should be poured on neck and head. If you take hot water bath even over the head, then that will cause problems to your head and to the eyes. Even your immunity is also lost. So very hot baths are not indicated, so they are not to be taken. Warm water bath or lukewarm, if the head bath is then lukewarm water. But in cold conditions, in extreme conditions, somewhat warmer water can be poured on the head also, in particularly winters. It induces Agni. What bathing induces Agni means your body is washed and cleaned, and then the circulation increases and it causes the digestive power to get optimal, and it is called Deepana. Deepaka, it is Agni Deepaka. That means your digestive power increases. It causes, because of that, it causes longevity of your Ayush. That means your age is lengthened. So even it enhances sexual drive. The body will energize and strengthen. It relieves itching of the skin. It relieves fatigue. The always we feel weak and want to sit and we want to subdue like that, but that will be lost. And it actually shrama that after heavy work, if you take a bath, it will relieve your all the what you call that fatigueness and weakness, and it will energize you again. So lethargy and fatigue will be uh, cured by this taking good bath. So suffering from facial, these people, they should not actually take bath. Actually, facial paralysis, a paralysis where the mouth angle is deviated and person is feeling his voice is not proper, and that is called facial paralysis. In that conditions, the head bath should not be taken. Only mopping or bath below the neck that can be done. And even inflammatory eye diseases, if that is their conjunctivitis or redness of the eyes, in that condition also bath should not be taken. Disorder of mouth and ear also, because we should not dip in the water, or the shower bath is not indicated here. Suffering from diarrhea, people who are suffering and is actually passing large number of motions and water, then in that condition also yes, not advised to take. And in particularly where the food is not digested, ajirnam. So overnight eaten food is still in the belly and is getting all belching and other things. In that condition also, taking bath is not indicated. And running nose, and after immediately after taking food also, one should not take bath. That will also cause different problems, and the taken food is not digested properly. So now we, after bath, we generally we I want to show that what are the things that are not to be done in excess. That is ati vyayama, as we told that 50% of your capacity you have to do. Ati jagrana, you should not wake up night long. So we should not actually avoid sleep. Whenever you get sleep, you should sleep. Advagamana, excessive walking, about some 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers a day. That much walking is not actually indicated. Ati Vyavaya. Vyavaya is indulgence in sex. So that is not also good in excess quantity. Ati Hasyam, excessive laughing and excessive talking also. It's also gives way different type of problems, and person's health is actually countered by these excessive um, things which if you one adopts. So after that, activities which are not to be done, it's a Tambula Sevana. It actually comes after Ahara Vidhi, but I have kept Ahara Vidhi in a separate section. That's why I took this in this daily rituals itself. So Tambula Sevana is to be done after the food. Food is taken. So how to take food, how much food is to be taken, that thing we will discuss in our next slides. But before that, the Tambula is nothing but the betel leaf. So betel leaves are taken with the puga, that is what you call cardamom and lavanga and supali, that is called. So that is to be taken, betel leaves, betel nuts that are to be taken and that should be chewed. And sometimes that are also added with lime, that is tuna, and even katachu. This is a herbal derived material which is brown in color. So all those things that is chewed after taking food, it will improves the digestive juices. It will clear your mouth after food, and it also works like an antacid, and that will give proper uh, digestion. But this should not be taken when there are eye diseases or toxic condition. Person consumes some toxic agent, and in that condition also it should not be. And when he is fainted or is very much weak and emaciated, that means he become very lean. In that condition also, people should not take this. But here also you can see that there is no mentioning of any habit forming like tobacco chewing or tobacco adding tobacco or something. Nowadays, it is changed to usage of all tobacco-related material, and that's why people, if they see that somebody is chewing, is actually it is his habit these things. But as a measure for good health, also this only these things have to be taken.